Hello friends, let us start the new chapter. Before starting this chapter, I will advise you to please watch all the 3 videos related to the shear strength, because without shear strength it will be very difficult to understand the lateral earth pressure. I will be using lot of formula and lot of fundamental concept which I have discussed in shear strength. So I suggest you that please go through all the 3 lectures of shear strength to perfectly understand the lateral earth pressure. And you will find that the lateral earth pressure is very easy if you able to get all the concepts of shear strength. So let us start. What is the difference between soil and water? The difference is shear strength. For water, the shear strength is 0. For soil, we have a shear strength which is equal to S is equal to C plus sigma tan phi. So that is the basic difference of soil and water. Now, this difference is well evident when we discuss the lateral earth pressure. So what is lateral earth pressure? Lateral earth pressure is the pressure generated due to the vertical force. Till now, we have only gone through the sigma V, which we have called it sigma effective. So sigma effective is gamma h for any depth h. So whenever we try to retain the soil exert the pressure on the retaining structure because of this sigma h. Okay, so let us say if I have some wall and at the back of the wall I put some soil which has an angle more than the phi, angle of repose, then that wall will be exerted by force which is sigma h. Now let us come again to the difference between soil and water. So by Bernoulli's, that sigma h is sigma v, or I can say sigma h is k times sigma v, where k is 1 for water because shear is 0. Shear is 0. But when we talk about the soil, we have sigma h is equal to k times sigma v, and this k can vary. Okay, and it can be less than 1 or more than 1 depending on the condition, and this all thing happen because of shear. And what is shear? I again repeat, C plus sigma tan phi. Okay, so whenever we are designing our wall, we have to consider 3 things. One is at rest, one is active state, and one is passive state. So let us discuss one by one. So what is soil at rest? The soil at rest, at active and at passive depends on the movement of the wall. So the important is movement of the wall. If the movement of the wall is 0 or the wall is not moving, then we will say soil is at rest. If the wall move away from the soil, then we will say soil is at active state. And if wall move towards the soil, then we will say passive state. Okay, so I will take one by one. First, I will take soil at rest. Now the first is soil is at rest. It means the wall is not moving. Since wall is not moving, so there is no lateral strain. Okay, so lateral strain is 0. Clear? Now, if I consider the vertical force sigma v and horizontal force sigma h and another horizontal force sigma h, which is the lateral force, and if I say the lateral strain is 0, then what I can say? What will be the lateral strain? Using the theory of structure, sigma h by E minus mu sigma v by E plus sigma h by E, and this is 0 because wall is not moving. Wall is not moving. Okay, so if I say this equal to 0 and I simplify, I get sigma h by sigma v is mu over 1 minus mu. Okay, and this effect is Poisson's effect. Is it okay? So this is a Poisson effect. And sigma h by sigma v is mu over 1 minus mu. So if I have to get sigma h, then it will be k naught times sigma v, where k naught is mu over 1 minus mu. This is very important. It is written here also. This thing. Okay. So k naught is mu over 1 minus mu, which is lateral earth coefficient at rest is mu over 1 minus mu. So this is lateral earth coefficient at rest. Now it depends on soil to soil. Okay, so it depends upon formation of soil, angle of friction, density index, and stress history. Stress history means the soil is normally consolidated or over consolidated. Okay, now the empirical formula given for cohesionless soil or normally consolidated soil, for both, as we have learned in the shear strength chapter, that normally consolidated soil and cohesionless soil are behave in the same manner. So k naught is 1 minus sin phi. Okay. Now for over consolidated, this formula will little bit modify and it will be 1 minus sin phi into OCR. OCR is over consolidation ratio raised to power sin phi. Okay, and OCR will be always more than 1 for over consolidated ratio. So we can say k naught of over consolidated soil is greater than k naught of normally consolidated soil. Important. Okay, because the formula is given in front of you. These are the two formulas. Now when the soil is at rest, the soil is in elastic equilibrium, not in limiting equilibrium. This is again very important. I will explain you what is the difference between limiting equilibrium and elastic equilibrium. Another part which is important is that the pressure distribution. So what we derive right now is sigma h is k times sigma v, or we can say sigma h is k times gamma into h. So as h will increase, the sigma h will also increase, and at z depth it is k0 for at rest condition. So it will be k0 gamma z. Now what will be the total pressure acting on the wall? The total pressure acting on the wall is the area of this triangle. So what is the area of this triangle? This is half k0 gamma into z, which is equal to z square. So that is the area, and that is the net pressure. And where it will act? It will act at the center of gravity of this triangle. So it is act at a z by 3 from the bottom. This is important. Clear? So the net pressure will be half k0 gamma z square, and this will act at a depth of z by 3 from the bottom. Now if you see the shear strength, then you can see that the mode circle is at this point and the more envelope is at this point. Okay, so the soil is safe. We do not have the the more envelope is tangent to the mode circle. Hence we can say that the soil at rest is always safe. We need not to worry about the safety of the soil. Now we take the second one, which is active earth pressure. Before starting the active earth pressure, let us discuss the important term limiting equilibrium or plastic equilibrium. Okay, in limiting equilibrium or plastic equilibrium, every part of the soil mass is just on the verge of the failure. That is known as plastic equilibrium. This case is not possible in elastic equilibrium. So what will happen when the soil is in plastic condition? It is about to flow. So at plastic condition, the soil is about to flow. Okay, so when we say that the equilibrium is plastic, means every part is about to flow, but that is not the case in the elastic equilibrium. Elastic equilibrium is different than the plastic equilibrium. So at rest we have elastic equilibrium, but for active pressure and passive pressure both, active pressure and passive pressure, the soil is in elastic equilibrium or plastic equilibrium, one and the same thing. This is very important, asked in lot of the examination. Now come to the active earth pressure. So if I have a wall which is retaining soil, so this is soil, soil is at rest, we have this is as our graph. Now since this wall is moving now away from the soil, with, let us say we have three cases, 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so and 4. So the slowly the soil is moving from the elastic state to the plastic state, and at the point 4 the soil has converted to a plastic state. So what will happen, sigma v is constant because the soil having the vertical force is constant, so sigma v is constant. There is only change in the sigma h because the wall is moving away. So when wall is moving away, so sigma h is reducing. So let us say we have sigma h, this is my sigma h1. So my Mohr circle will be something like this. Then I have sigma h2. My Mohr circle will be something like this. Mind, still I have not reached to the plastic limit. At sigma h3, my Mohr circle will be like this. This is sigma h3. And at sigma h4, where the plastic state has finally reached, the Mohr circle will be like this and failure will take place. Okay, so the failure will take place like this. Okay, so this is a failure in which my sigma h3, if you understand, if you remember the shear strength chapter, this becomes my sigma 3, this becomes my sigma 1, and the failure will take place at an angle of, and the failure will take place at 45 plus 5 by 2. Okay, so if you see in this tab part, this is my failure pattern, okay, of active earth state. So if you see, this is at rest. Now slowly and slowly the soil is moving to the plastic state, and finally at this point failure has taken place. Sigma v is constant and the failure plane is 45 plus 5 by 2. Please remember this. So if you see, this is my sigma 3, this is my sigma 1. So what was my equation? So what will be my equation now? Sigma 1 is equal to sigma 3 tan square 45 plus 5 by 2 plus 2c tan 45 plus 5 by 2. Okay, sigma 3 is equal to sigma 1 Ka minus 2c root of Ka. Now what is this Ka? Ka is the coefficient of earth pressure at active state, and its value will be 1 minus n5, which is my flow value. Please refer videos of shear strength to know more about flow value. So numerically this is 1 minus sine phi over 1 plus sine phi, and this is my equation. Important. I will discuss this equation in the next video in more detail. Now come to the second part, where this is my wall, this is the soil at rest, and now the wall is moving towards the soil. Okay, so this is 1, this is 2, this is 3 and 4, and at 4 plastic failure or plastic equilibrium has been reached. Okay, so this is my soil. Now so what is my graph at rest? This is my graph at rest. Sigma H, sigma V. Now since the wall is moving towards the soil, so sigma H will increase. Sigma V will be constant and sigma H will increase. So my first mode circle will be something like this. Second mode circle will be like this. Third mode circle will be like this. Let us extend this more. And in the fourth mode circle, I'm sorry, I am unable to make it perfect, but you can understand what I am saying. This is my sigma H4. This is my sigma H3. This is my sigma H1 and this is my sigma H2. Okay. So if you see now, sigma V is less than sigma H4, and this make sigma V as 3 and this make sigma V as sigma 3 and sigma H as sigma 1 in our shear stress theory. So the failure will takes place at an angle of 45 minus 5 by 2, and this is the passive state. Now, if you see the active state, you will find that the wall is moving away from the soil. Okay. So, in active state, so this is my active and this is my passive. So, wall moves away from the soil. In passive state, wall moves towards the soil. Okay. In active state, sigma H is sigma 3 and sigma V is sigma 1. In passive state, sigma H is sigma 1 and sigma V is sigma 3. Okay. So this is point number 1, this is point number 2. In third, the failure is taken place at 45 plus 5 by 2. Here failure has taken place at 45 minus 5 by 2. Is it okay? So what is my equation now? The equation is sigma H is sigma V into Ka minus 2c root of Ka. In this part, the equation will become sigma H is equal to sigma V Kp plus 2c root of Kp. Okay. So, if you compare what we get Ka is 1 minus sin phi over 1 plus sin phi. Here Kp is 1 minus 1 plus sin phi over 1 minus sin phi. Okay. Now, if we compare with rest, at rest, no failure. Okay. And K naught is 1 minus sin phi only. So, if you compare all three, you will come to know that K naught is greater than Ka and Kp is greater than K naught. So this is important. You can see 1 minus sine phi. Here I have 1 minus sine phi over 1 plus sine phi, and here I have 1 plus sine phi over 1 minus sine phi. So friends, this is the basic of the active, passive and at rest earth condition. So I advise you that at least you must able to remember these 4 points, and at rest we have only 2 points. Okay, you can say one more thing, that at rest the failure is at the soil is at elastic equilibrium. In this active and passive both, the soil is in plastic equilibrium. Okay, so these are the 5 points which you should remember always for the active state, passive state and at rest state. Thank you friends for watching this video. I hope you learned a lot of things. If you like this video, give a thumbs up and please write a comment for any suggestion which you want to give me. Also, you can WhatsApp me for any query or any doubt which you are facing while watching the video. Thank you. Enjoy civil engineering.